not return my calls?
I just don't have time, man. I'm busy.
Bro, we were supposed to be like, you were supposed to be helping me host this video.
Nah, dude. I'm the #1 reviewer now.
Dude, that was like last year, and that was according to Jeremy Fragrance.
Yeah, that means I'm #1, dude. I don't have time for this.
Hey, man, aren't you Ash from Gent Scents?
Yeah. What do you want?
Can I have your autograph?
No, I don't. Leave me alone.
Dude, if you got it, I'm in the middle of a conversation here. Fair.
No, just leave me alone. If you give me $30, I'll give you an autograph.
All right, man.
Yeah, get out of here then.
Dude, just bugger off, man, for real. Okay, man. Well, I mean, does that mean no?
Yeah, that means no. Leave me alone.
Oh,
I'm #1. Like, I don't have time to deal with people that aren't on my level.
Oh. Hey Cam, what's up? Ooh, I can't. I'm sorry, man. I have to make about 10 more Jeremy videos. Yeah, no problem, man. Strength, no weakness.
We are the same geeks. Cam's calling me. Mr. Bird, how are you?
Chris, what's going on, my friend?
All right, just just playing a bit of guitar.
I thought I heard something in the background. I've got a little bit of an emergency. I hope you might be able to help me out.
Yeah, if I can.
Okay, you remember how I told you that Ashton was gonna help us host our collaboration with Andrea?
Yeah, because we wanted the #1 fragrance reviewer, yeah.
Yes, well, I think Jeremy has created a little Frankenstein because Ashton's just blowing me off now. He's like talking about that he can't mess with people that's not on his level and all that stuff.
What?
So, I mean, long story short, do you have somebody maybe that would be interested in doing it? I mean, I know you're friends with George, so I mean, he was actually singing a jingle the other day. So, I mean, I don't know. Is that a stretch to think that he might want to do it?
I mean, I can ask him, but the fact that he's been made #2 has already gone to his head a little bit. I don't really want to inflate his ego anymore, but
it has.
You know what? I guess if we can't get the #1, then let's go for #2. Everyone loves a #2.
Let's pull a #2. Yeah.
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 All
If
right,
you can
listen,
get him, that would be a big help, man. Because I mean, that's kind of how everything. I mean, we're gonna have to make a lot of adjustments if not. So we're kind of in a bind.
Well, listen, leave it with me. I baked some cookies for him, so I've got to go and meet him to deliver those. So when I go and give him the cookies, I will put it to him. I'll pitch it to him, and I'll see what he says. And fingers crossed. Okay, mate. I'll let you know.
Man. Thanks, brother.
Okay.
I'll talk to you soon.
Bye, Cam.
Bye-bye.
We are the same geeks. Just baked some fresh cookies for George. I'm going to take them over to Manchester. Here we go. Hopefully I won't be tempted to eat any on the way. Alright, so just an update. I'm almost in Manchester to meet George. Taking me about an hour and a half. Fortunately, I've had some cookies to keep me energised along the journey. I hope it's worth it. It's a big ask. George is the second best fragrance reviewer in the world, so I hope that hasn't gone to his head. But I'm hoping these cookies will seal the deal. So good. George, look, thanks so much for seeing me. I've come a long way.
Chris!
I know you're a busy man and second best fragrance reviewer in the world.
Yeah, you heard about that.
But I've got something to ask you.
Go on.
So I'm doing a collaboration with Cameron from Carolina Fragrance Reviews. We're really excited about it. We'd also like you to join us in the collaboration. What do you say?
Well, Chris, ordinarily I would have said yes, a few months ago. I would have been straight onto it, but a lot's changed. Ever since Jeremy announced that I'm the second greatest fragrance YouTuber of the entire planet, life has drastically changed, and I'm uncertain if it's a good career move to associate with people like you and North Coca-Cola fragrances or whatever he's called. I mean, you two didn't even make the list. And not just that, but on a personal note, my life's changed quite a lot since last year. I've got mouths to feed. I've got a wife and 2 children now.
No, you don't.
Well, I've got a wife.
No, you don't.
Well, I have got this image of Becky Lynch on my iPhone.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Becky would be up for it.
Really? Oh, okay. Well,
Look, I brought you some cookies to sweeten the deal.
cookies?
Yeah, freshly baked this morning.
Are you saying I'm fat?
No!
You think that you can bribe me with food? Is that what you're saying? Is that you say? I mean, this is all bought and paid for, but for Christ's sake.
They're good cookies.
Well, I'll be the judge of that, mate. It's very difficult to open. Oh, there we go. Chris, there's only one cookie in here.
Yeah, it's a good one. Just do it to help your friends out, if nothing else, George.
Actually, that's pretty good.
They've already got.
You got any more?
Yeah, back at the studio.
Oh, all right, I'll do it.
Bill!
Welcome back to Carolina Fragrance Reviews. I'm your host Cam, and today I am joined by special guest Chris from Fragmental. Chris, how you doing, brother?
Hi everyone, Cam, I'm great. Thanks for having me back. I loved the last collab we did, so it's a pleasure to be back here again in CFR Studios. Love working with you.
Yeah, it did. It was a lot of fun, and thank you so much for joining this. And we also have special guest Andrea from Curly Scents. Chris sent her 3 fragrances. I sent her 3 fragrances for the ultimate date night fragrance. So Chris and I are gonna duke it out, so to say, with our fragrances to get that proverbial date night with Andrea. And Chris, I must say that you really pulled through for us to help us get George. So George, the Fragrance Apprentice, is actually going to be our host today. So thank you, Chris, for manipulating him with cookies or however it was you got him. Did you give him the 10 pounds that I gave you to give to him?
Yeah, I took him some cookies. I may have laced them with a bit of something that might have persuaded him, but he didn't know about it. It's fine.
As long as he's here. So Chris, without no further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and tee it off to our friends, George the Fragrance Apprentice.
Cue the contest.
Yes, it is I, the Fragrance Apprentice, the second greatest fragrance reviewer of 2019, as voted for by Jeremy Fragrance. And who could blame him, to be honest? But yes, that's what I am, second greatest fragrance reviewer of... Wait, Cliff, could you put the title up, please? Could you put the thing... Yes, there it is, it's on the title, official. Second greatest fragrance YouTuber of 2019. So, here is how it's going to go. Cam and my good friend Chris are trying to win a date with Curly Scents, Andrea. And so they have sent her fragrances that she is going to smell and choose which one she likes. And whoever gets the most or whoever gets the highest score is going to earn a date with her. But first, she has to guess what they are and who they might be from. Andrea, take it away.
Hey guys, Andrea here from Gent Scents, and we're back again for another sniff and rate. Since a lot of you seem to enjoy the last collaboration Cam and I filmed, we decided to go for round 2. But of course we're adding a little bit of a spin to it this time. In this box I have 6 unlabeled decants of date night fragrances chosen by both Chris for Fragmental. Hello Chris! Long time no see. And of course, Mr. Carolina Fragrance Reviews. As you've already heard by our lovely host Mr. George, Chris and Cam each have 3 chances to battle it out and win me over with their choices. So boys, I hope you brought out the big guns and made the best frag yet win. Cue the music!
I finally found what I'm missing, and now you got all my attention. Driving me wild, got me wishing that you were all mine. You're irresistible, so refreshing. You're irresistible, tell the essence. I can feel your energy all over me. Close my eyes and I breathe in. You're irresistible.
Alright guys, kicking off the party with the number 1. And just so you know, I've already pre-sprayed these on my beautiful custom-made Christmas cards.
Very
you
nice.
like them?
Yeah, they are.
Interesting. I am 99% sure that this is Tom Ford's Oud Wood,
She's
and
good.
that makes me confused. Because
Yes,
Cam
she is.
sent this to me in the previous sniff and rate video. And what are you trying to do? Are you guys trying to trick me here? Okay, this has to be Oud Wood, and it's definitely one of my favorites from the Private Blend collection. It's creamy, it's smooth, a little bit spicy oud. It's definitely safe while being unique at the same time. And I absolutely love it. So in terms of whose choice this might be, it could go either way because I know they both love this fragrance, but I will go with Cam. And in terms of a rating, I will stick with 8.5 out of 10, and this is definitely date night approved.
Andrea does seem to like that one. But what about the next fragrance?
Moving along with number 2. Well, pineapple, green apple. Is this Apprentice? Must be. I mean, I've only smelled 50,000 batches of it. I should know by now.
That she has.
This definitely smells like Apprentice. It has this Skittle vibe that I was getting with the batches.
Did you pull out the
Cam, is
Apprentice
this
count?
Apprentice? Okay, with this
I
one I get a
cannot
lot of
tell.
fruitiness, a bunch of citrus. But what confuses me is that it smells very green. So if it is Apprentice, it must be one of those green apple batches. Anyways, I absolutely love this one. And if it's not Apprentice, I need to know what this is because it smells Apprentice DNA-ish. Now, whoever chose this to be in this game knows me very well. And if I'm putting 2 and 2 together, this has to be Cam's choice. My rating for this one is 9 out of 10, and
Oh,
it's
yeah.
definitely date 9 approved.
I'll take that.
So Andrea thinks that one is Apprentice by Creed. Andrea, we should team up and make a sequel to Jules Verne's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea with 50,000 batches of Apprentice. Just a thought.
Next up, we have number 3 with its colorful juice. Ooh, Tobago Overdose.
Tobago overdose.
I think we all know whose choice this is. Chris.
Was that you?
So yeah, there's tons of Tobago in here, a slight sweetness, and also I get some kind of a cherry in here, which I know a lot of tobacco fragrances give off. I'm not mad at it. It's definitely better than tobacco vanille, for sure. But I don't know. You know, I don't know if it gets me excited. I will give this a 7 out of 10. I like it, but I don't think this is the right one.
Oh no.
That must be one of
for a
yours.
date with me.
Ah, yeah. Oh man. I thought she would have went for that one.
Ah, so close. Andrea wasn't too happy about that one. Maybe the next one is going to be luckier.
So here we have number 4.
Oh man. I thought she would have went for that one.
Okay, this is very rich. I get Middle Eastern vibes. It's creamy. There must be vanilla in here. Spicy. It reminds me of Leighton by Parfums de Marly, and I say that because I get the same vibe as the Christmas tree that you smell in Leighton. It's beautiful. This is very confusing to me. It's very similar to Leighton, but I feel like it's not. So I would say that this might be something else from Parfums de Marly. I really, really like it. It's creamy, cozy, warm, something that I would like to smell on a man. Once again, I will guess that Chris chose this one. I will give it a 9 out of 10. I really, really love it, and it's definitely date approved. Moving on with number 5.
You're getting out in front of me, dude. Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Holy sh**.
I'm not
If
sure.
I had to describe this right here, imagine a glass of whiskey
Oh no.
with a spoon of caramel inside
What have you done, Cam?
on fire.
I don't know.
That's what this is. And you know what else is on fire?
Uh-oh.
Me.
Yeah,
Right
let's
now.
go.
Are you cheating?
Insane. Insane. Stop this video right now. Let's just stop the video. It's over. We're on a date. Let's go.
Let go.
Yeah! All right, let go!
All right, guys.
Not
Jokes
happy.
aside, this is incredible.
Secret
I
weapon.
absolutely love it. Beautiful, beautiful composition. Creamy, caramel, boozy, coffee. Insane. I think I know what this is. I've smelled it before. I fell in love with this before. And
Did you go
I will
Black
say
Phantom?
that this is Black Phantom by Killian. I came across this
I
one
broke
at
out
a
the
duty
big
free
guns.
a few months ago. Absolutely loved it. I know for a fact this is Kem's choice. He is Mr. Killian. I will give this, Mr. Killian, 10 out of 10.
Oh, 10 out of 10.
And it's definitely date night approved.
Oh.
Good choice, good
Thank
choice.
you,
Well
thank
done.
you.
Andrea gives that one a 10 out of 10. Looks pretty good for the person who picked that one.
And last but not least, number 6.
I'm worried about this one.
Neroli. I'm picking up on white florals.
This is the one.
There is,
I hope not.
there's a crisp to it.
gonna
No, I'm
kill
worried
you.
about that actually.
It's been a while since I've smelt it, but I'm kind of picking up on Lamal vibes. Wait a second. Hey, can we pull up that one photo? You know which one I'm talking about. Damn, Chris. I guess you really did bring out the big
Did you
guns.
pose for that? I don't know.
Interesting. Andrea thinks that that one is Lamel by Jean-Paul Gaultier. But would they have really picked something so obvious?
Okay, this is very nice. Slightly feminine. I can see myself wearing it as well. And I'm not sure if this is a great choice to seduce me on a date. But a very nice fragrance regardless. I will say that Chris chose this one and my rating is 6.5 out of
Ouch.
10. And
Ouch.
not date night approved.
Gosh.
What's that?
So Andrea has completed her guesses. It's now time to find out what those fragrances really are and who really picked them.
Alright guys, this is the most exciting part of this video, at least for me. I'm holding an envelope here that Cam sent me that says, do not open until final results. Now, in here, I will get to see what fragrance I've been smelling throughout this video and also get to see who chose which fragrance. That way I will know who the winner is. This envelope is sealed, as you can see, with a little heart right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open it right now and just see what it has to reveal. Here we go.
It's gonna be close.
It's
This
gonna
will
be
be close.
Okay,
It's like the Oscars.
let's see what this says.
Andrea, thank you for participating in today's date night fragrance battle.
Your voice is weird.
Now that you've let your nose lead the way, here are the fragrances by number and who picked the ultimate date night
Oh,
fragrance.
that's been taking some helium on.
So, at number 1, we have Tom Ford Oud Wood. I mean, I knew that. If it wasn't, I would have been very surprised. And Chris chose this one. As I said, it could be either of them, but okay, I
Yeah.
see
Never
you.
fails.
Number 2, Roja Parfums Elysium.
Okay.
Interesting. Very interesting. I
Choice.
Secret weapon, man.
I thought it was Apprentice, but it was very green. I guess that's why, because it's not Apprentice. Very, very, very good fragrance, but Apprentice is still my baby. And Cam chose it, which I think
Yes, you
I've guessed
did.
it right. Number 3, we have Parfums de Marly Carrot. Okay, I've smelled that one on Brooklyn Fragrance Lover's house. I couldn't really put my finger on it. I wasn't remembering the scent, but it definitely makes sense. Tobago, cherry. And ooh, Cam chose this one. I was pretty sure that Tobago and Crease
We
go
both
together.
love tobacco, though, actually.
Okay. Number 4, Parfums de
We did.
Marly Leighton. I knew it. I knew it was Leighton, but I got caught up in this game that these guys are playing on me. I should have
Leighton is
let my
solid.
nose lead the way. And this is Chris' choice, and I got it right. At number 5, we have My Baby by Killian Black Phantom. And Cam, you smell like a winner.
I think so.
This fragrance, guys, definitely my favorite out of all these fragrances that I've smelled today, and in general, incredible. It smells fantastic. Definitely, if you want to go on a date and really get some action going, spray this on. It's not gonna disappoint you. And lastly, at number 6, we have Amouage Reflection Man. Okay, this definitely makes sense. I've heard a lot of people, I've never smelled it. Let me just start there. I've never smelled this fragrance, but I've heard a lot of people say that there is a comparison to Amouage Reflection Man with La Mal. I definitely prefer Amouage Reflection Man
That's
over
a good
La
pick,
Mal,
man.
for sure. It's not a fragrance that will work for me on a date, but what I do know is that they need to update the La Mal bottles with some of Chris's biceps for sure. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video because I definitely do enjoy making content like this. I also want to give a big thanks to Chris, George, Ashton, and most importantly to my friend Cam. As most of you already know, Cam is one of the nicest guys in the fragrance community. He's one of the nicest guys in general, and it's always a pleasure working with him. So let's let the boys close this video out, and I'll see you guys soon.
So there you have it. Cam wins the date with Andrea for not only picking the most fragrances that Andrea liked, but for also picking the highest rated fragrance by Andrea, and that was Killian's Black Phantom, which has always sounded to me like a car. Anyway, Cam mate, fine, you can have Andrea, but I've still got my picture of Becky Lynch.
Well, I guess nice guys don't finish last,
Not,
Mr. Nice
not
Guy
in
Cam.
this particular circumstance. No, I did. Does look like I may have come out on top because she did have the flaming eyes for the Black Phantom. So I was really worried about that
I
reflection.
thought it'd be too dark for her,
Yeah,
too rich.
I've had a lot of.
So what was 6.5? What's going on? 6.5 for reflection, man. It's a lady killer.
I'm shocked because when you and I were discussing what we were going to send out and you mentioned reflection, man, I was like, okay, I'll concede. See, I was being nice there too because I actually wanted that in my lineup, but I don't know that Black Phantom probably still would have been in there, but I don't know. Reflection Man has just been like, I've never seen anybody have a negative reaction to that. Oh, as far as females anyway. So I really thought that you might have.
Well, I think it's a fix.
A fix?
I think it's your channel. I think you fixed it.
Do you think I have like a Jedi
Obviously.
mind trick over Andrea or something? Or
No, you won it. You won it fair and square. Well
Thank you.
done. Well done.
Thank you,
Very
Chris.
happy
I
for
actually brought my hat in case you were to win this. I was gonna tip my hat to you. So I still actually tip my hat to you for participating in this with me because it was a lot of fun. It's a lot of moving parts, egos, and all kinds of stuff. You know.
I think we did all right for
Yeah,
a couple
we are a
of
couple of
no-listers.
no-listers,
You know?
and Andrew's a no-lister too, you know. So not bad for a bunch of no-listers, and I still, you know.
Who wants to be on a top 10 list by someone who has nearly 1 million subscribers? I mean, it's not like George and Ashton have got loads of exposure through being on Jeremy's top 10 list. So, you know, I'm glad. I don't want the pressure of being on a top 10 list
because I
anyway.
mean, you know, Ash used to take my calls, and you know, we talk to each other all day, every day, and then I go up and he just acts like he doesn't even know me. He blows a guy off asking for autographs. I mean, this guy's riding around in Lear jets and, you know, pulling the whole Ric Flair thing, you know, woo! So, and George, he's running around.
I can't believe what Ashton's become. I think it's
appalling. It's appalling.
Yeah, it's gone to his head.
And George is running around with his crown, but at least we did get him on to help us out. So, you know, I guess it's.
Well, you know, if we're all being honest, everyone loves a number 2 more than a number 1 anyway.
It does feel better, but I've always heard, look out for number 1 and don't step in number 2. But yeah, taking it to number 2 does feel better. So.
So, well, thank you, number 2.
So.
And thank you, Cameron, for having me on your channel. It's always a pleasure to come into your studio. Love working with you, man. It's always good fun, and I hope we can do it again sometime.
I really appreciate you working with me, and this had a lot of moving parts. So, I mean, you're my right-hand man every step of the way. So thank you so much. You're always a pleasure to work with, and we'll definitely do it again sometime soon.
All right, for sure. And well, congratulations.
Thank you. And you know, I would concede like a gentleman as well had you taken my head off with Reflection Man, which I was very nervous that would happen, but my Killian pulled through for me. To pull off a collaboration like this with this many different personalities on all different sides of the world takes a lot of moving parts. I just want to give a very special thank you to everyone who participated. Andrea from Curly Scents, Chris from Fragmental, Ashton from Gent Scents, George the Fragrance Apprentice, and Tommy from Studio Scents. You all have incredible work ethic, and it's been an enormous pleasure to work with you all. I appreciate everything that you put into it. And we have one more little thing before we close. George, take it away, my friend.
Well, thank you, Cam, for letting me be on this channel. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and subscribe to North Carolina Fragrances. Do as I say. I'm the second greatest fragrance reviewer of 2019, and you will do as I ask. Now subscribe to North Carolina Fragrances. I'm not leaving until you've done it. Good. Also, you can subscribe to me and Chris from Fragmental. And of course, the glamorous, the beautiful Andrea from Gent Scents. And the Fragrance Apprentice, we're all out.